Checking out the focus. There we go. We're live on YouTube. All right. We can do this thing. So if you see us glance to the right, we're watching the live on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. Screen left.
Stage
left.
right.
Oh, we got to start that. So
start the camera. I gotta adjust my shirt.
Bob has to make shirt adjustments.
There we go. Yeah, punches in just
right. All right. Yeah, punches in just right.
All right.
Can you see my hand? Yeah, it's off. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. Get some coughs out of me. Get a drink real quick.
There we go. Okay. I bumped it when I was messing with the mount.
All right, here we go. Oh, we gotta get the clicker. Can't forget the clicker. All right. In 5, 4. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast, the Project Investigation Collaboration, the podcast brought to you by the Veritas Project. And as always, we are hosted by Robert Curtis, founder of the Veritas Project.
Hello.
And I'm the lead investigator, Todd Boyer. And welcome, everybody, to the Mandela Effect podcast.
Yep.
So we have been seeing an absolute ton of these lately.
Yeah.
And they seem to continually grow. Like I've seen more and more and more. At first, there was a couple, and now there's like multitudes.
Right.
To include biological stuff.
Yeah.
So stuff that we learned that obviously isn't the same anymore.
Right. Anatomy that we learned in school has changed.
So a lot of interesting stuff we're going to cover this morning. We'll go through some of these different Mandela effects, and then we're going to go through some of the conspiracies of them. Some of the most popular ones, like the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstein Bears.
Right.
So, a lot of people remember it as STAIN, and it is actually STEIN. Or actually, I'm sorry, it is STEM. That's reversed. It is actually AIN.
Right.
Excuse me. So people thought it was the Berenstein. It's the Berenstain Bears. Now, that's one I don't know. I don't remember because I wasn't a big, Berenstain Bears person. I don't recall how to. I think
that was kind of like the first one that got me into this because I distinctly remember the Berenstein Bears.
Amy, thank you very much for the corn on the TikTok live. It's corn. It's a big lump of knobs. It has the juice. So yes, we are currently live on TikTok and on YouTube as we record this. So the next one, the Monopoly Man monocle.
Yeah.
Now, I do remember the monocle. So I am an old timeliner.
Right.
Like I do remember the monocle originally, and now suddenly he doesn't have a monocle.
Yeah.
So
that's a weird one.
That's a weird one because I distinctly remember the monocle.
Yeah.
So,
I do too.
So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments which ones you guys remember, which way, or
Yeah, which version do you remember from your timeline?
So Febreze. Okay. Is it FEBREEZE or is it FEBREZE with one E? It's actually one E.
Yeah.
So is it actually pronounced Febreze then? Is it why would it be E, a hard E there?
It's Febreze.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be Febreze. So how is that?
Right.
So
breeze, then there's no EE in it. It's just E's, you know what I mean? So that one seems weird.
Yeah.
If Mandela Effect don't know how to spell.
So here's one that people are ready to throw hands over. Queens, we are the champions.
Yeah.
This one people are ready to throw hands over.
Yeah.
Because people remember this as the very ending of the song. They say, "We are the champions of the world."
Right. I remember that too.
And now that's gone.
It just ends.
It just ends. So people are ready to throw hands over that one. Which way do you guys remember it? Let us know in the comments. So we're going to go on. The location of the human heart. This is one of the biological ones that we want to discuss. So growing up, when you put your hand over your heart, because our heart is to the left, you put your hand here, right?
Right.
That's what I learned growing up. That's what Bob learned growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Now suddenly your heart is in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's one of the weird ones. So like the whole biology changed.
Yeah, weird.
So then also you've got the location of the kidneys on with that one. I was taught the kidneys sat just a little below the rib cage, right? In your lower back, but at the top of your lower back. Now they're up under your rib cage, right below your shoulder blades.
Right.
So way higher, like a good 4 or 5 inches higher than where we were told they were.
Yeah. So
it's like that's how you can tell if someone's from an old timeline or a new timeline. Where's your heart? Where's your kidneys?
Yeah.
So Pikachu's tail. All right. Some of the fans recall Pikachu having a black tip at the end of his tail, which I do. I remember from the cartoons that he had a black tip at the end of his tail, and now Pikachu's tail is completely yellow.
Huh.
So, that's another one that people are fighting over, because that is a well-known character. Obviously, a lot of people know about
like the main Pokemon character,
right? Luke, I am your father from Star Wars,
right?
So it is, Luke, I am your father, but in reality, it is no, I am your father.
Right.
This one, I side with no, I am your father.
Yeah, I do too.
Because he asked Obi-Wan, he says, did Obi-Wan tell you about your father? And he's like, you killed my father. And he says, no, I am your father.
Right.
So that one I remember as the no, I am your father.
Yeah.
So, but I'm one of those crazy, people that remember like every line of a friggin' movie.
Yeah.
So, number 8, we're going to come back to. Mona Lisa's smile is number 9. Some people recall Mona Lisa having a more noticeable smile, while today she doesn't have a smile. I'm in the fact of the no smile.
Yeah,
I've always known that she hasn't had a smile.
Yeah. Some of these I think were like advertising campaigns during the 80s, and people remember that advertising campaign as opposed to the real thing. Right. I remember there was an advertising campaign where Mona Lisa had a grin on her face, and I don't remember what it was for, but I remember that commercial, and not, you know what I mean, but not the picture. Like the painting still has the same look that she always did. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember that ad where she was like had a smirk on her face, and then I think she put sunglasses on in one of them. But I think that could be a thing too, where people's like advertising and media has layered into people's memories, and then it corrupted the actual memory that they have.
The original memory, yeah. That makes sense. Makes sense. So the Kit Kat hyphen.
Yeah.
Everybody, believe there was a hyphen between Kit and Kat, and there actually is not. I'm in the camp of the hyphen. I'm in the hyphen.
I kind of think it
camp.
did have a hyphen.
Yeah, I'm in the hyphen camp. So C-3PO's leg.
Yeah.
Everybody believes that C-3PO is entirely a gold color, when in actuality, one of his legs is silver.
Yeah.
So I'm in the full gold category. I never noticed, but I am in the full gold category.
I kind of think that this one is another one of those with, like I was talking about, the media, because the toys always had 2 gold legs.
Yeah.
But in the movie, he has 1 silver lower leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
because
think
I had the toy up until like literally the beginning of this year. I had one of the C-3PO action figures.
I think that's where it comes from in that one.
Mhm.
You know, like in the movie, it was so long ago that people kind of glaze over it. But the toys they had for longer exposure to, and the toys he always had gold legs.
I wonder if now are you talking about the original or the re-edited version?
No, the original one.
Okay, so I was thinking maybe the re-edited version. You know, the one that
they silvered out his leg.
So which might have been the idea of, no, I can't think of his name. Anyway, Star Wars creator.
Oh, George Lucas.
George Lucas. Maybe that was an idea of George Lucas to have him with one silver leg, and didn't put it in until the second editing of the movie. But I'll have to go back and look. I will definitely look on this one. Number of human ribs. That's another one of those biological ones.
Yeah.
I've always heard that women had one less rib.
Yeah.
Right. So now they're saying both genders typically have 24 pair. So that one is one of those biological weird ones. So the Mr. Rogers theme song.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mr. Rogers. You were fantastic. I remember you growing up.
Yeah.
The opening line of the show, remembered as "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood," but the real lyrics are "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood." I think it was both ways because he repeats that line, and I think it was both ways.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Because that's not just a one-line thing.
I think the one where he says, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for a neighbor," right?
Yeah.
And then I think he changes it into this neighborhood. But I think in the part where he says,
right
in the chorus of it's this neighborhood, but in the actual lyric, it's the neighbor. But I didn't listen to it recently, but that's my opinion.
Okay, Looney Tunes. Right. Is it Looney Tunes TUNES or is it Looney Tunes TOONS? I'm in the camp of the TOONS, but it is actually TUNES. Now, here's my question. What in the world would the Looney Tunes have anything to do with the word tunes, musical? Right. It's always been TOONS to me.
Cartoons.
Like cartoons, exactly.
Right. So it's Looney Tunes,
like cartoons.
Right.
Yeah, that's the way it's always been to me, right? And Kim agrees, and a lot of our viewers on TikTok definitely agree with that one.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a weird one to be the other way. You know what I mean? Like I would think that it would be Looney Tunes with an O,
right,
and then our memory would be the TU,
right?
You know what I mean? Because that one seems like obvious.
Yeah, that one is an obvious one, like you said, cartoons. Right. So the one that I wanted to come back to is number 8, the Fruit of the Loom logo. People remember the Fruit of the Loom logo with a cornucopia behind the fruit.
Right.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I did see a video a few weeks ago of how someone found evidence that, yes, it did have a cornucopia. They found old T-shirts. They found old advertisement. And here's the thing. Now we're going to get to the conspiracy theories. One of the conspiracy theories is that the government is trying to see how much of our history they can change and get away with.
Right.
So they're gonna test the waters with these little things to see how much they can rearrange and
right,
and get away with. So I mean, there's other parts of history that we're not get into political stuff where already people believe that one political party did this and it was actually the other political party. Right. So there's a lot of that out there already. So maybe our government is testing.
They're trying to retcon
trying to rewrite history on us. So, yep. And Kim agrees with me that yes, someone had a shirt, right? I did see that video that someone actually said, here it is. That falls into the government mind control program theory.
Yeah.
The theory that suggests the Mandela effects are part of a government mind control experiment. They believe that government agencies may be using advanced technologies to alter public perceptions and test how easily human memory can be manipulated. The goal could be confuse and distract the public or prepare them for large-scale deception.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that. I wouldn't say it's a mind control thing. I like we just said, I think it's a mislead thing. I think it's a psyop.
Misdirection. They want to see how far they can.
Yeah, to see how far they can take it.
Yeah.
Right. So, also we've got one of the most popular is the parallel universe theory.
Yeah.
Right. So, according to this theory, people with conflicting memories stem from having lived in alternate realities where small details like the spelling of Berenstain or the Monopoly Man were different. People who remember the wrong details are believed to be recalling information from a different universe or timeline that they once inhabited.
Right.
And that falls along with, when we talk about multi-universe.
Yeah, the quantum immortality
and things like that. So, you can get deep into those, time travel alterations. Some people believe that maybe somebody went back in time and messed with a few things, which caused, and I mean, even small things, you never know what small little thing can have that ripple effect to change multiple things in the future. And maybe some of us, that ripple effect didn't hit us so hard, so we remember things from the old time, and it's where it got flipped on its head and got changed or whatever.
Yeah.
So, that's another one of them. I know a big one that a lot of people believe is the CERN and the Hadron Collider.
Right.
Right. So, was it Einstein or was it? I can't think of his name, in the wheelchair.
Oh. What was that guy's name?
I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't.
It eludes me. But it is believed that if we found the God particle, that we would end life as we know it.
Right.
Well, guess what happened? And I think it was it 2012? It was a while back.
Yeah,
it was quite a while back. I don't know the exact date on that, the exact year, but we fired up the CERN, the Hadron Collider, right? And found the God particle. And that's when they believe that when they discovered the Higgs boson particle, that jumped us a timeline, or we actually destroyed our timeline or our universe, and we got switched into another one.
Right.
So maybe it was here we go. So when we talked about multiverses, we talked about immortality, right? Where you jump timelines into a new timeline where you didn't die.
Yeah. What
if they did destroy our timeline and everybody got pushed into this other timeline?
Yeah.
So that's a big one right there. That's a rabbit hole you can go down.
Yeah. There's a lot of people.
Yep, Hawking. Thank you, Amy.
They believe that 1988.
1988.
There was something that ended our universe in 1988. Then we shifted to a new timeline after that. Because most of the people who have the Mandela memories have them prior to 1988.
Yep.
So that's why they think that's where the cut was.
Yep. So we did government mind control. So let's simulated reality.
Right.
This is another one that we can go back into are we living in a simulation, which we did as a prior podcast. So the simulated reality theory, obviously we've discussed this before, that we live in a simulation. According to this theory, glitches in the simulation,
right?
Like movie lines or product logos get altered and are responsible for the Mandela effect. Now, these glitches create discrepancies between people's memories and current reality. The idea is that either we are in a computer-generated simulation, or that powerful beings are controlling our perception, which we always love to go back to this movie too.
Yeah.
They Live.
Yeah.
You guys need to go watch that movie. If you've never seen that movie with Rowdy Piper, you definitely need to go back and see that. And I will unblock that, Kim. So sorry, trying to keep track of the TikTok live comments and our comments going on up here at the same time. So which one do you like best, Bob? Which theory do you like?
I don't know. The Berenstain Bears one hits me because I know for a fact that it was
Right.
Berenstain, you know, not the
I.E. not A.N.
Yeah.
Or I.A.
Why would we have said Berenstain all the years if it was actually Steen? You know what I mean?
Right.
Then I just don't understand.
Well, and along with that, with this same with the pronunciation, the Febreze one.
Right.
The Febreze, why would you call it Febreze? Why would that be a hard E?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
exactly.
Why wouldn't it be EEZE?
Febreze, right?
Yeah, it's like Febreze, yeah. So, but the one the ones that really get me are the biological ones, right? Yeah. So the heart, the ribs, the kidneys, like that's what we learned growing up. Like your heart is here. Like here's my chest bone. Your heart sits from the edge of the chest bone out to here. So just left to center.
Right.
Now they're saying it is right here.
Right in the center.
Right in the center. So that's one that gets me. The biological ones are the ones that really chew me up, that make me not sleep at night.
Well, and I remember, you know, from anatomy, you know, biology in school being taught that. And then now, as a funeral director actually working on bodies, I've seen that the heart is in the middle. You know what I mean? So you're like, I distinctly remember in class having that plastic dude that's missing his chest, and you can see like the one lung is shaped differently because the heart is in that part of the rib cage. You know? But in reality, it's not at all. Right.
So it just, you know, go out there, guys, and dig into this stuff. And actually, you know what? Let's talk about what started this whole Mandela effect, why it's called the Mandela effect.
Oh, yeah, Nelson Mandela.
Because of Nelson Mandela. When I was younger, pre-88, right? Nelson Mandela passed away.
In prison.
In prison. It was the news. That was a thing, right?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden here, like, I don't know how many years back, they said, oh, man, Nelson Mandela passed away. We're like, wait, hold on, time out. This happened like years and years ago.
Right.
Wait, what do you mean he passed away just now? Like, we were told that he passed away, you know.
Yeah, in jail years and years before.
Yep. So that's where the whole name of the Mandela effect comes from.
Yeah, because that's when people first started to notice it and gave it traction, because they're like, no, he died in prison. I remember distinctly. And then they're like, no, he just died today. I'm like, nah.
How'd that happen?
One dude died twice, right?
Right.
So, no.
So, we encourage you guys to go out and look into some others of these, because, you know, Bob and I, we like to bring things to your attention, and we encourage you guys to go out and do research on your own, because we want you to come up with your own theories, because we don't want to tell you how to think, right? We want you, because that's not how science grows. If everybody thinks one way, science doesn't grow. So we want you guys to go out and explore this, and do some information, go down that rabbit hole a little bit, and see what's going on out there. Check out those other Mandela effects. There's tons of them.
Oh yeah.
We literally just had AI give us, like, what do we give, 15? I think 15. We did. We probably could have done 20 and got 20, or 25 and got 25. Oh, yeah. So there's so many out there.
You could do a whole podcast just on the company logos that have changed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how many there are, you know, or the names of companies that are different.
Right.
And just, it's so crazy. Once you start to go down the rabbit hole of Mandela effect stuff, you'll go deep. It's
a deep hole. Bring a rope, some climbing gear, because you're going to be down there a bit. You know, pitch a tent at the bottom. You're definitely going to be down there for a while. So
Oh, James Bond's Jaws. I was just reading about that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
There's a girl in the James Bond movie with Jaws. Remember the guy with the big teeth? He bites through the cable or whatever.
Yeah.
But in that movie, he bites through the cable, and then the cable cars crash, right? And it makes a whole big mess and everything. And then this pretty girl comes up to Jaws, and she smiles with her braces, and he smiles with his big teeth, and then they just hold hands and walk off together, and it's kind of like this whole thing. Well, in the movie now, she smiles at him and she don't have any braces. So then it's like the whole scene just doesn't work now.
Right.
Because she looks at him and she smiles, and she's just a regular girl, you know.
Right.
And then he smiles with his big metal teeth, and then they're like, "Oh, look," and they walk away, and you're like, "That's ridiculous. Like, what sense does that make?" The whole premise of it was that she had braces, and then he has the big
metal teeth.
So then the two of them like became friends all of a sudden. You know what I mean? So
wasn't Jaws the same guy in Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. It's been a while. He's been around a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't really aged much, has he?
No, he's gone now.
Yeah. Well, he's gone now, but I'm just saying between the time of the James Bond movie and the Happy Gilmore movies, he didn't age a lot.
No.
He stayed relatively looking the same. So
he's a great big dude.
He is a great big dude. Well, he was a great big dude. Rest in peace, buddy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely go down that rabbit hole, guys. Check out all those different Mandela effects. If you want to talk to Bob or I, you can check out Bob. You can send him an email at therealveritasproject@gmail.com. I'm investigator.todd.paranormal@gmail.com. And all Bob's social medias are RS Curtis or The Real Veritas Project, or obviously here on TikTok, The Veritas Project.
Yeah.
If you're along for the ride and you followed Bob on here, follow Investigator Todd down below. That's me. We normally are live together, but I do have different content than Bob. So I do a lot of cemetery investigations. I go out and check out old cemeteries. I love old cemeteries. Yeah. It's awesome to think that there's people buried there that have been there for like 200 years, you know. It's just it's wild.
I get enough of that at work.
Yeah. So yeah, Bob definitely does. He's a funeral director for those new people.
Spend my off time in the cemetery. I get enough of it during the day.
So yep, definitely check out all our social medias. I'm Investigator Todd on everything. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, comment, and share. Hit the little subscription. You know, we could always use more people. We're trying to get out there and do great things. Also, if you're watching on TikTok, we do occasionally go live and do live paranormal investigations. Don't forget, guys, that 3-hour video from the Lemp investigation from the first annual meet and greet is out there for you guys to peruse. I know some people said they started putting stuff in the comments.
Yeah.
Some people started putting some things in the comments.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yep. And we'll have to go back and take a look at those. And, you know, definitely go out there, do your own investigative work on the whole Mandela effect thing. And as always,
stay curious
and find the truth. And we will catch you guys next time. Oh, before we go, I almost forgot. I want to say it here. Next week is our 1-year anniversary for the podcast, and we will be doing a revisit. We'll kind of go through and discuss maybe little things that we saw, but we're going to go revisit all the old podcasts. You know, we're going to roll through them and see if there's anything that maybe something new information.
Yeah.
So join us next week. Don't forget to check out Bob tomorrow on Mondays. Bob goes live on TikTok roughly about 9 a.m. to edit the podcast. And I usually join Bob, and, you know, we have a little chit chat. And Bob edits the podcast while we sit, and you're going to get that theme music stuck in your head, I guarantee. So thanks, guys, for joining us again. And thank you for coming to the Veritas Project podcast, and we will catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
All right. We're good to go. All right. Oh. Yeah, the Thinker. I don't think I know that one.
That one, people started to recover that one again.
Okay.
The thinking statue from the pre-88 timeline, he's got his hand.
Yeah, he's like
like that. But the actual statue
is under his chin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Right. So yeah, there's so many of them and so mmany new ones all the time that it's just
Sometimes I think it's just people aren't observant, or they have a bad memory of it. You know what I mean? And then they just think that they know something that they don't. Right. And then some of them, you're like, no, that I definitely know that was blah blah blah. And then you look it up and it's not, and you're like,
you're like, what the heck just happened here?
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Why would I remember it such and such way, and then it not be?
Yeah.
Like the Looney Tunes.
Why would it be Tunes? Why would it be TUNES?
Well, I think it's because their competition was Merry Melodies.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I think that when they made it, they wanted to do like cartoons, tunes, but they had to have the thing. So they Merry Melodies and then Looney Tunes. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's why.
I swear it's TO.
I think it is too, because I seem to recall like Porky Pig opening up one of the O's.
Yeah.
As like a door, and if it was a U, he would be able to open up. You know what I mean? Like
I remember that too. I do recall that because he would come in and say, "That's all, folks." Right. That's how it ended. He popped open one of the O's.
Right. So how could he pop open the U?
Maybe he came out of one of the O's in Looney.
Oh, maybe. I could have swore it was on that.
I could have swore it was on, because they would stack it like. No, it's obviously opposite for you guys. It would be, the first one was further to the left, and the bottom one was further to the right. So they were shifted. So yeah, I recall him popping out the bottom right on Tunes. I don't know. Do you guys remember that? What do you guys remember of that? No. You guys got any questions down there? I know it's hard for us to watch the comments as we're recording, because we try to watch we try to look at the camera for the podcast. So yeah, Amy says Tunes.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't remember.
Yeah, the U. Right. No. Yeah, Robin's like, nope, no question, it was Tunes. OON. So is there any other of these that like a hill you would die on type of situation? Is there any other ones that you guys are, I swear it is this way, you're not going to convince me otherwise that it was any different? Is there any other ones for you guys that really stick out? The Pikachu one, that I'm pretty confident there was a little strip of black at the end of his tail.
I don't remember. I guess I never paid enough attention to have an opinion about it. But it seems to me that it had black on the end of the tail too.
Yep. There, see, Amy agrees with that one too. So
yeah,
maybe it's all us, Gen Xers or whatever, that were around before the Hadron Collider incident, and then maybe that's the thing of the world. Yeah, obviously that's one I'd die on too.
Yeah,
that is a hill I would die on.
Me too.
100%. Yeah, it didn't just come from nowhere. Like that, legit. I recall it being that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that a Black Rifle coffee cup?
Yeah.
Right on. You drink Black Rifle coffee?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's good.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, they gave me that one for free.
Right on.
That's why I'm not a big fan of it, but
the cup,
the free coffee cup.
I like the cup. It's a good looking cup.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, exactly, Robin. It didn't come from nowhere. It just didn't fall out of the sky.
And if it was just like a thing that you misremembered, then why is so many people misremember the exact same thing?
Right.
That's what gets me about it, Because if it was just like, the Fruit of the Loom never had a cornucopia, maybe I saw a commercial as a kid and thought that it was the Fruit of the Loom thing, but it was actually like a Thanksgiving ad or something, what I mean? But then why would millions of people remember the other thing?
Right.
And the memory that people have, the false memory, is so similar that when people draw the cornucopia, it has the same amount of ridges in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not just a horn or whatever. It has it. People remember the old logo.
Well, then Kim she said she saw a picture of the old logo, and I saw that video that they actually, I think they talked about it on Rogan.
Okay.
About someone,
someone who
dug
had
some stuff up. Yeah, dug some stuff
t-shirt.
up, found an old T-shirt, all that kind of stuff. So that's where the whole, that's part of the whole government, conspiracy, mind control thing comes into play.
MK Ultra trying to alter the past.
For reals. So, time you gotta be at work today?
12:30.
12:30. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thank you guys for all the likes, the comments, the shares. If you're new here and you followed Bob, please give me a follow right down here. I'd appreciate that because, like I said, Bob and I do put out different stuff independently, but we come together to create a awesome podcast. At least we think so in our minds.
Right.
So, also, we're working on trying to get together another investigation so we can go live, do a live investigation again. If you know about the Lemp Mansion, definitely go check out that video on YouTube. We actually there's actually 2 videos. So if you're feeling crazy, you can sit through the full 3 hours of the spirit box and me going live and investigating. Was kind of a split screen deal. We went live on TikTok and then save everything. So then also you have our recap of the investigation, and go check that out. Since we have been out here exactly a year, this is our last podcast of the year that we've done. Go check out all the others. Yeah. You can see how far we've come. We started with 2 microphones and no video whatsoever. And we've come a long way. And so definitely come check us out, guys. Thank you for joining us on TikTok today. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the shares, and we appreciate all of it. And we, hope you guys will go check us out on YouTube. And Bob, you got anything to add?
No,
we're good. All right. So thank you guys. Don't forget to check us out tomorrow. Bob will be going live around 9:00 ish. And we'll jump in there and have some chit chat and some conversation while Bob edits. And it's so weird. When you're editing, I know the camera is there, but to me, it looks like it's over there because of the angle. It's backwards. So whenever you're doing that, I always feel like the camera is over there, and that's the thing is we run so many cameras at once when we do this. It's wild. We have TikTok down here. We have YouTube live up there. We have our podcast recording over here. So we have cameras everywhere when we're doing this thing. So, thank you guys again for joining us, and we will catch you guys next time. Be on the lookout for some live investigations. I'm trying to find us some more investigations, and we'll go out there and we do live paranormal investigations from places. So, if it comes down to it, we can always go back to the family home, but
I got a thing I was going to tell you, and I forgot all about it.
Okay.
I caught this anomaly on the security camera over at the farmhouse last night. Yeah.
Last night?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's a good one.
You'll have to show that one to me. So
it's on the phone. So
awesome.
Once we
get off, you'll show it to me.
Yeah.
So awesome. Definitely. If you guys haven't seen that one, that is one of so Bob has a family farm home, and he's getting ready to move into it, right? So he's doing work on it. Well, everybody knows that paranormal upticks when you start doing construction.
Yeah.
So we have gone out there and had some great investigations out there. In fact, we have a great orb. Bob and I was standing outside, just chit-chatting, get ready to go home. And we heard 3 loud thumps from inside the house. We're like, what the hell is that?
Right.
So then as we kind of walked over towards the house, right, because we were standing in the driveway, we kind of walked towards the house, a motion thing went off on Bob's watch, a notification.
Yeah.
And Bob's like, oh, that's probably the door. We're probably setting off the one at the door.
Right.
And he looked, and it said person detected in the living room.
Yeah.
And what it was, when we watched the video back, an orb started in the kitchen, flashed 3 times, and then flew into the living room and then past the camera.
Right up in front of the camera, like right next to it.
So it was wild. So the 3 flashes went along with the 3 bumps.
Pattern of the knocks that we heard.
So, and unfortunately, those cameras don't record audio,
No.
so they're just video only. So, but it was wild.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So that's when Bob says he's got something from there, it must be good.
Yeah.
Because so the bedroom camera, you always got person detected off the bedroom camera. And the bedroom camera does not point towards anything but the hallway.
Yeah.
It points to the doorway of the bedroom and the hallway, and that's all it points to. And you keep getting person detected back there.
Person detected. And I have the camera set up so that it'll record motion but not give a notification. But if it detects a person, then it gives me the notification. So that's why, then it records it and gives notification. So
that's something we're gonna have to check out again. Maybe we'll have to go do another investigation. If it's picking up again, we may have to go in there for another one. So right on.
Good times.
It is good stuff. This will be our 4th investigation of the place, and we have not had a bad investigation since we've been in there.
Yeah.
Like, I feel sorry for you living in there now. But so yeah, back out of this rabbit hole we just dug. So thanks guys for joining us. Don't forget to check out Bob tomorrow at 9. So on the Veritas Project up there, right there, Veritas Project. And we will catch you guys later. Have a good day, everyone.
See ya.
I'm pressing the button, I swear. There it is.
Apple.
Bye, guys.
Apple's terrible.
We had some new faces in there, man. I think you got some new followers, several new followers.
A couple of them popped up there.
Let's see if I got new followers. We had 419 viewers. We went 56 minutes total duration. I didn't get any new followers of it. Mother flapper.
Weak.
Yep. So, oh well. So how many followers did you get from it?
I don't know. Where's it say?
Usually says hit that little arrow. It should tell you new followers. We had 18 at one point. Should be at the top. See, mine says it right on it. So scroll and scroll. See if it says anywhere. Say anywhere. That's weird. Mine says right at the top. I had no new followers. So just mine says like right there, but mine's different because you have all the stats. So go ahead and close out and just go to go to the next one over. That one that is 99 plus. 6 new followers.
Oh yeah.
Look at there.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, we're making traction coming back from the oh, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, I'm painting the master bedroom, so I got the camera set up in the other room, the guest bedroom. And it just kind of looks so I can see the hallway.
Right. Well, that was kind of weird.
There it is.
What the actual fuck? The fuck was that?
No.
So just do it once?
And then it kind of trails off towards the door.
Yeah, I saw it go, and then.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is wild. All right, go back, take it back to where it actually shows the particle, and then pause it. All right, let's see if we can. Let's do our due diligence to debunk anything. All right, could this be a light coming in from the window maybe and bouncing off the mirror? But I don't see any brightness in the window.
Right, and it moves independently.
Right, yeah, it goes up and it moves over to here. So.
Right. if it were a light, then it would be on this.
Right,
You know, so
right.
you would
Yeah,
see it.
that's true. That's true.
And it's over the top of all that stuff. So it's
That's
in between the background and the foreground.
You should make a short out of this saying, "Did we catch a ghost?" Like, or what did we catch? Yeah, it just drifts up into the ceiling and just disappears. That's wild. Just appears and then just drifts up into the ceiling. It comes out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
And it goes right back up. That is wild.
You see it kind of dissipates like into smoke and goes off that way. If you watch it.
Oh, it does. It does. It goes there. There it goes.
Yep.
What the flip, dude? That it doesn't totally disappear. It
Mhm.
continues all the way up to
Right,
the edge
it
of the door
floats
frame.
off all the way over there.
That is wild. That is good, man.
And there's nothing before it or after it. It just actually it looks like it kind of comes in from over there. You see it? Right there to start.
Yeah, you're right.
So it starts right there at the corner of the door frame. Right there.
It does move down. Look, there it is.
And then boom.
And then oh, that is wild, dude. And the thing is, it doesn't take the same path.
Mm-mm.
You know, if
Right,
it was maybe
a spider web, it would be in one arc. It wouldn't move like that.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could see it come in and then come down and then go up and then move out. That's wild.
Crazy. Oh, we're still live.
Yep. So I forgot we're live on.
We're still
on,
live. Sorry, guys.
Bye, guys.
Somebody's like, I'm watching all this cool stuff.